Cardano, launching September 12th. We have to dive into the ecosystem. Cardano's already gone up like 150%. It's already number 3 on CoinMarketCap. The real money are in the gems, the coins that haven't launched yet, that are about to launch. You know, I've been diving into the ecosystem in the past couple weeks or so, and we're recently been talking about the decentralized exchanges, which we know from Ethereum, decentralized exchanges are going to be a big part of Cardano. It's basically the liquidity for the whole entire ecosystem. So in this video, I actually had to make this one about only one of them, because this might be the best decentralized exchange when it comes to risk to reward. And of course, we'll go into all the details and more. Keep watching. Hey guys, before we jump into the video, I just wanted to update you really quickly. There are hundreds of people impersonating me. They have made a business model out of it. These guys are making new accounts at will. They will copy my posts. They will copy my avatar. They are going to copy and paste everything about my life to convince you that they are me. You guys know the only thing I sell is the fundamentalsecrets.com, my digital course. So if you apply there, then yes, somebody will reach out. Other than that, guys, it's a scammer. Don't let them take your money. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another video, and today we're talking about a coin on the Cardano ecosystem, okay? We're going to be diving to every single specific. I'm talking about the token metrics, the team, the marketing, every variable fundamental analysis behind this coin. I'm also going to be looking at it from a price perspective. So if you appreciate this content, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and of course, share it with a friend. Also, let me show you something. For some reason, only 24% of you have turned on push notification bell. So if you want to get this content, it's really relevant and up to date, please do us both a favor and definitely turn on all notifications for the channel so you can get the content first. Some of this is very time sensitive, guys. I'm talking about, you know, the coin might do well tomorrow, okay? Literally, like it literally happens overnight. Cryptocurrency is so fast. So again, put on the push notification bell if you want to get this content first. Also, I recently had a lot of influx of new subscribers. So I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to tell you guys about my background and, you know, how I got into cryptocurrency so you can understand where I'm coming from. And, you know, when you see the moves that I make, it will make sense from that perspective. So let me just pull up CoinGecko here so I can give you a taste of what's going on here. So I actually did not get into cryptocurrency by buying Bitcoin. I actually got into cryptocurrency mining Ethereum. So if I look at Ethereum's price over here, basically in 2016, literally right around here, November, December 2016, I started mining Ethereum. Now, you know, at the time I was trying to be an entrepreneur. I tried a couple businesses, failed miserably time and time after again. And eventually I just, you know, I had to get a job. I went and got a sales job. So I took the last, you know, I think it was like about $4,500 to my name. And I made 2 Ethereum mining rigs using GPUs. And right around here, I started mining. I got my job, got my first paycheck, did really well. I was like #1 salesperson in Florida. And I took that paycheck and I immediately started buying Ethereum, like bulk. Like I dumped my whole bank account. I remember to this day, I had like 9 grand to my name. It was like my first big paycheck. And I dumped it all into Ethereum. And then obviously it 344x. Ethereum 344x. And as you can imagine, this is life-changing gains, right? Of course, I'm over here riding the, you know, ETH price up, making a whole bunch of money. Crazy, crazy. Life is amazing, right? And then, you know, I quit my job. I do crypto full time. And then obviously, you know, the bear run came. And this is where Ethereum lost about like 80, 90% of all of its value. Now, I just want to give you this story because at the top there, I didn't sell as much as I wanted. I only sold about 40% of all of my cryptocurrency. And I got caught holding it back all the way down. And I was forced just to pay bills to basically spend that money on, you know, like I said, paying bills, making sure I get rent. And at the whole time, like, guys, believe it or not, but I actually had an old YouTube channel. I deleted it because I was insecure. And I made a video a day, the whole entire ride down, literally and made no money for it. Sometimes I was getting 5 views, 3 views, et cetera, et cetera. The point I'm trying to get across here is the reason I make the certain moves I make, right? A lot of these guys just got into crypto. A lot of them you see on YouTube or whatever the case is, and they're bullish, bullish, bullish. Either one or two things. They either have more money than you and they can survive this and they have other cash flow that they're making, so they don't care if they hold the crypto for 10 years or not. Or number 2, that they just don't really understand what's going on. Because basically this whole entire time, I was forced to sell my cryptocurrency. So you guys know I've been talking about the market conditions and how basically, you know, it's not that I'm bearish, it's that I'm being precautious, right? I don't know if this is a dead cat bounce or not when it comes to Bitcoin's price and the whole entire market. So, you guys know I've been calling it with my coaches. We talked about it, et cetera, et cetera. And so I just want to reiterate right here. It would be a huge disservice to my audience if I did not let people know how I actually feel. I refuse, even though I know I can. Even though I know I can hold this cryptocurrency for 5 years, I can ride out the bear run and be perfectly okay. I'm okay, guys. I made it. It's true. So I'm feeling now a little bit, okay, I'm like 50-50. My gut is telling me that the bull run is going to continue, but the math and pretty much everything playing out looks like it might not. Now, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, they do the exact opposite of what everybody else thinks, like pretty much every single time. So just understand, I will update you if I get back into the market. I've heard a lot of people voice their concerns in the comment section. I will tell you if I'm jumping back into the market and I feel bullish. So hence this video. I recently got a good amount of altcoins. I bought the dip. Actually, one of the altcoins I purchased was ADAX, which is what we're going to be talking about today in this video. And I'm slowly easing my way back in because I feel like the bull run is getting stronger and stronger. And I feel as if the risk to reward is there for me to start entering back into the market. Now, this can change very quickly. I want to be very clear with you guys. I am taking so much information and consuming so much stuff that, sometimes I'll be bullish one day and bearish the next. It's just as true as that. Now, this doesn't take in consideration my small bag. I have a small bag, which is 25% of my cryptocurrency portfolio that I'll never sell. It's right now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, and I will never sell it. Like that one, I'm excluding that. I'm talking about the other 70% of my portfolio. Should I get back in or should I just, stay out, whatever the case is? I'm just going to be clear with you guys. I'm starting to ease my way back in with my trading portfolio. Hopefully that makes sense to you, but that could change very fast. So please do not rely on my videos to make investment decisions. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. And if you do want to get very quick and up-to-date information, I highly recommend you check out my website, thefundamentalsecrets.com. I have coaches that are clearly smarter than me. They do this all day, right? Remember, I'm the guy making YouTube videos and having to run a business. These guys, all they do is research all day. They are better than me, and I have a full community of resources that you guys can use for your disposal. And of course, I give my buy calls first there, always. All my buy and sell and everything I do goes there first, and then I usually craft a YouTube video that takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to get done. So that is basically my background. I got into cryptocurrency 2016 mining, bought some Ethereum, made a ridiculous amount of money, held the bag all the way down, and then around here I started purchasing like a madman again. I started buying, I even bought Bitcoin at $3,800, and I sold my laptop to do it. Man, I stuck it out and I kept making videos. If you look at my older ones, they're around this time as well. I was calling bull run with the halving and everything like that. And it just happened to be I was correct. And this is basically how this channel got restarted and how I've been able to flourish since then. So now I just want to make sure that we can stack as much Satoshis as possible. I want to make sure we can accumulate as much crypto, hence why I make these calls. So hopefully you guys take that into consideration. It's not that I'm like bearish on crypto ever. I love this. I'll be in this forever. No matter what I do, I will be in cryptocurrency, no matter where the market goes. If I have to make my own projects and spearhead it myself, I will do that. Hence what I've been doing recently. If I have to make software, I don't care. Cryptocurrency is what started me. Cryptocurrency, here to stay, guys. I believe in decentralization. I believe in power to the people. And I also believe in innovation, and I will be here forever. So I just want to make that clear for all my new audience members so you understand where I'm coming from. And if you don't have a lot of money or a lot of time, it's okay if you hodl. It's okay if you hodl for the long term. Okay, that's enough spieling. I talked a little bit too much about my life and stuff like that. Let's jump into the actual topic of discussion here. Let me first go into the market conditions and why I've been bullish over some recent news events and stuff like that. So the first one, this is not really bullish, but if you guys didn't know, Ethereum had kind of like a hard fork with its software client Geth. So let me just read this. A bug on Ethereum's blockchain's most popular software client, Geth, has created a fork in the network. That means Ethereum blockchain is currently processing two chains simultaneously, which, if unresolved, could potentially cause a double spend attack. A double spend attack means the same cryptocurrency is spent twice, essentially turning a cryptocurrency into a counterfeit, inflating the asset and lowering its value. The bug in question is only present to older versions of the client or those who came before Geth version 1.10.8 update. So it's not a huge problem, but it is an issue. It's very unfortunate that it's happening around these layer ones that have been recently doing really, really well. It's very unfortunate that Ethereum is getting hit like this. To be honest, if I go full bull run and I start entering all of my trading portfolio back into the market, it probably will not be into Ethereum. just because there's so much more money to be made on these other projects. So I'll definitely update you guys for sure. In other news, Square plans to build a decentralized Bitcoin exchange, says Jack Dorsey. That's crazy. And also Jack Dorsey has been trying to create, I think it was like Blue Ocean, or I forgot what the exact name was, but he's making a Twitter on the blockchain. So you could see that companies are clearly still bullish. While everybody's like kind of scared, companies have been eating this up. Early Uber investor Bill, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, takes personal position in Ethereum. That's crazy. We're having more people jump on. Also, I saw that Stephen Curry buys Bored Ape NFT for $180,000. Guys, this NFT game is about to get ridiculous. I know my audience doesn't really like NFTs, but I will be talking about NFTs more and more and more. And I do have an NFT video I just dropped. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Not a lot of people looked at it because, again, you guys don't like NFTs. But it was very insightful, and I've had a lot of good, positive energy coming from that video. So I definitely recommend you guys check it out. And see what I was buying and stuff like that, looking at my portfolio. If we go to the next one, NFT, and this is actually one of them I wanted to buy, and I talked about this in the last video, but it was just so expensive. I tried to enter the auction, it was like 5 ETH, and I don't know, I'm just not there yet. Like, I can't spend 15 grand on something that I don't know about. So I'm gonna keep dabbling. I bought an NFT for about 3,500. I'm gonna keep dabbling. I'm gonna build up my NFT art collection, okay? And the thing about my art collection is I'm not really treating it like a trader. I don't mind if I hold my art collection for 10 years. I'm just going to let it ride. I want to see how this experiment plays out. I'm not going to treat it like a trader because I just don't know what I'm doing when it comes to, accumulating GIFs. But so I'm just going to hold them forever. But yeah, NFT platform Art Blocks have been doing crazy. A record of 5.8 million sales. They do this random curation system. It's really, really interesting. I highly suggest you guys, even if you don't want to buy an NFT, you have to know what it is because it's changing the game right now. It's really, really changing the game. All right, billionaire Bill Miller takes plunge into GBTC with 1.5 million shares. We see billionaires and all these big companies jumping in over and over again, but you guys know the deal. You know the news. It's been basically happening for the past month. The background, basically macroeconomics, the sentiment analysis of Bitcoin is super bullish. It's just every other thing is like the math behind it doesn't look good. But sentiment analysis, bullish Bitcoin, bullish cryptocurrency for sure. All right, so if we look over here, Cardano has been just ballistic. We were talking about this on the channel weeks ago. Cardano blew past its all-time high. It's in no man's land here. No one can tell you where the price go. I know there's going to be people that are talking about Cardano price prediction and all that stuff. Take that with a grain of salt. We just know Cardano's bullish for sure. Now, also, if I look at Cardano's price in comparison to Ethereum's market cap, I do think it has room to grow. As you can see, it's $90 billion in Cardano and $380 billion in Ethereum. So that's about, what, a 4x, 3 point something x? So I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano even doubles from here. Like that's very, very possible. And this is why I've been looking into a lot of the Cardano ecosystem. Now, Solana is a layer 1 that's been recently breaking past its all-time high as well. I just got into Serum. I just gave you guys 2 buy calls in this video. Like the video, I just got into Serum today, and I called it in my group and stuff like that. But yeah, I think every layer 1 is going to do well, especially when Cardano's leading the way. It's kind of like, and I do want to take a moment to explain this because this has helped me a lot with my strategy. It's kind of like there's a trend, right? Like an NFT platform does well. Like the last trend was like layer 2s. Like we saw, for example, what is it called? Polygon did really well. Polygon was just destroying everybody. Like Matic Network, and by the way, we invested in Matic like, it was one of my best calls, but Matic Network was doing crazy. And then you just saw every single layer 2 platform start popping off. So this is like usually what you do. You got to see someone leads the way. In this case, it was Cardano. And then as soon as you see Cardano pop off or something like that, instead of like trying to buy Cardano, everybody worries about like the actual asset that's doing well. Try to figure out where the next trend is. And this is one of the best pieces of advice I can give somebody new in crypto. Do not follow the crowd. Try to be ahead of the crowd, always. If your friend is talking about this coin that went up 100% and asking you if they should buy it, probably not a good time to buy it. This is probably not a good time. You want to find the trend before anybody else does. That's the way it goes. Now, if we look at the top 100 altcoins versus BTC, we've been trading sideways here. We've been talking about this chart a couple of times. I do fully expect it will continue to go higher. I do think altcoins are going to do better than Bitcoin. Hence why my goal is not to buy Bitcoin anymore. I got my Bitcoin bag. It's sitting there collecting dust. I got a loan out on Celsius on my Ethereum and Bitcoin. That 25% I was talking about that I'll never sell, my HODL bag. I took a loan out and actually bought a Tesla with it. You guys can watch the full video on my channel. I literally made a whole episode of how you can do it for yourself. But yeah, when it comes to Bitcoin, I'm not going to accumulate more. Okay, my goal here is to buy some altcoins because I do think we're going to continue higher. Even if the market comes down, I still think altcoins might do better in the short term. So definitely pay attention to that. Now, let's talk about more Cardano stuff. We just had a brief update. I'm gonna listen to it with you guys. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but I'll kind of comment on my suggestions or whatever the case is on what he's doing. So
hey, this is Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny. Sometimes Colorado. Very briefly, I want to do an update about Alonzo and where we're at. So earlier today, we had the go no go meeting where we looked at all of the infrastructure and if we're ready to clip the mainnet candidate and begin the process of a gradual upgrade. So we had the meeting and it is a go.
There you go. They were supposed to prolong it. If it wasn't a go, it was going to take a little bit longer. It's a go. So that means September 12th is the date, guys. September 12th is the date. Pay attention.
So the process is as follows. We're going to go ahead and initiate an HFC event. We've already done so on the testnet. Testnet will be in Alonzo stage. This is not one of those specialty test nets like Purple and all these other things. This is the primary test net that we use for exchanges and all the other people and normal things. And that's going to go ahead and go through that process. I believe that test net is going to roll over September 1st. Now, we got a little bit of cleanup we got to do on the weekend to make sure everything's in line with the latest version of DB Sync. I think we may have corrected that rewards bug in DB Sync as well. I have to get some verification on that. But all infrastructure looks green and go, or will be green and go by the end of the weekend. And then when that rolls over on the Alonzo testnet, then basically it's going to sit there until the update proposal is done. And I think they're going to clip that on September 9th. And it's going to roll over September 12th on Sunday. So long and short is we are on schedule. Things are looking good. There's a few bugs here and there that are minor, a few little quality things here and there that are minor, and we'll clean those things up. Some can be cleaned up before the launch. Some are going to be done in the following node launches. We have about a 2-week cadence on the node. When you do a mainnet candidate, you have to stop all development and say there's just bug fixing there, no new features, and that's where we were at a few weeks ago. So it's going to be probably a rather uneventful rollover, knock on wood. It looks like that. We're pretty happy about it. And everything is on schedule for the 12th. Big milestone today, the go, no go decision. Had we said no go, it would have pushed us back by 5 days, and the 12th would have turned to the 17th. But everything looks good. It's a go, which means that we're just counting down to the 12th. And we're already discussing some lovely software to write and deploy for the day of the launch. Just to show you guys some cool things. And we've had some cool discussion. I think you'll be pretty excited. And I got one of these. So somebody gave me this. This is the...
All right, I don't think the rest of the video, just to save your time, is relevant. But yeah, as you can see clearly, it's a go. September 12th is happening. Now, I do think there might be a dump. So leave a comment below if you guys want me to make a video about like when you should sell your Cardano. I know there's a lot of people have been asking me. I could definitely do that. If we get like 100 people asking me about that video, I'll make it literally on my Sunday instead of, hanging out with my family. I'll go make a video real quick for you guys. It's not a problem. But again, leave a comment below. I'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, in other news, yeah, they're launching on September 12th. Smart contracts coming out, decentralized exchanges, full ecosystem. It's insane. This is the first time we actually had a decentralized solution to smart contracts. Every other solution is either centralized, or they're not really a good competitor. So this is big, guys. Definitely pay attention. So let's jump into the topic of the video. What altcoin am I talking about? We've been going through the ecosystem. I went through Polyswap, DeFi. I went through this whole entire top row. I was going to do a video on all 4 of these, but honestly, these videos are getting way too long. So what I want to do is I want to break them down. I'm either going to do 1 or 2 max per video until it gets done. I will be done by September 12th. I have like 2 weeks, so I could definitely do that. But today we're going to be talking about ADAX, which actually might be the best decentralized exchange, just to be clear. The ones just to throw it out there to like stop wasting people's time, the ones I really like are SundaySwap, ADAX, and ErgoDex. Those are like, it looks like it might be the best of the series. Of course, when I'm done researching all of them, I'll make a top 3 altcoin video for you guys, no problem, and we'll dive a little bit deeper. Of course, the more I look at these projects, the deeper it always gets. So those are the 3 that look really good to me. And I believe, I just bought some ADAX. You could purchase that. Ergo, you could buy Ergo. And if SundaySwap, you can't buy it yet, but I'll show you guys how you can accumulate it in the future. I'll make a whole video for that. If we come over here to ADAX, you can see the price has been doing really, really well. It's still relatively undervalued. It's only 82 million market cap. You guys know, if you've been watching my channel, my sweet spot for market cap is usually around 100 mil. If it's 100 mil, I usually like to invest in it because it just it's a good, easy double or triple. And it's not a scam. If there's someone telling you to invest in projects with $10 million market cap, be very careful. Whales cannot get into it. This has a good amount of liquidity, and it's pretty undervalued in my personal opinion. You can get 8x on this exchange right here, EX Markets. Yeah, just be very careful, guys. Do not go all in on anything. And this is not financial advice, but yeah, I officially bought some 8x myself. Let's go into the actual product. So if we come over here to the product, they have a pretty nice website. Guys, same old story, same thing. 8x is an automated liquidity protocol that facilitates trades with Cardano ecosystem in a completely decentralized and non-custodial way. 8x has no order book. We eliminate all intermediaries, complexity, and cumbersome procedures from the equation, offering users freedom to trade without censorship, except, et cetera, et cetera. You guys get the point. It's pretty much the same thing as everything else. But what's really cool is that their fee mechanism, they don't take as much as other places. So 8x fee model, you do have a 0.3% swap fee distribution, 0.175% for the taker, and 0.125% for the maker. All fees go straight to liquidity pools, and there's no platform fees. That's actually pretty big. I'm not going to lie to you. That's really big. Liquidity providers are going to be happy, and traders are going to definitely be happy. If we look at the liquidity, they claim to have a solution to impermanent loss or mitigating impermanent loss. They don't really provide an answer for it. But it's nice that they actually have something. Now, they also have this Cardano ERC20 converter. I don't want to get into it so much because it wasn't really made by them. It was made by Cardano, so I don't even know why they're showcasing it. But basically, anyone on Ethereum can convert over to Cardano in a simple way to make it easier for the transition. So that's really interesting. Let's look at a product demo so we can kind of see for ourselves what it's going to look like or whatever the case is. Hey. Number one, their music is fantastic. I'm just, it's a joke. All right. Okay. Total value locked. That's normal. Volume, that's normal. It looks nice though. I will say their interface is pretty clean. Okay. Pretty standard. Quick exchange feature is enabled throughout all pages and can be utilized. That's interesting. Once you connect your wallet. They got the pools tab. Okay. I like it. It does look very simple, I will be honest. And they have the features that Uniswap version 3 has, where you can kind of pick your kind of fee plan. So it's just really interesting. This is interesting. We'll provide social media data on the token pair. Wow, interesting. Showcase 3 different time frames to see if the pair is hot or cooling down. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Interesting. You see how they put 8x, Charlie 3, and YaySwap? That's funny. Is that like a subliminal shout out or something? Information about the solo tokens and coins are supported by the platform. Oh, that's nice. For the token pairs itself too, and not only the liquidity, they have the social they have the social sentiment. That's really interesting. It looks pretty legit, man. Nice and clean, simple, nice interface. They look like they thought about different features too that nobody else has. So I like it. I like the product. The product's not bad. I mean, you can't really tell until it actually comes out. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for the product. Let's look into the tokenomics. So the tokenomics are basically, it's not the best. I wish it was better, but it's pretty common amongst, cryptocurrencies. They want to keep a lot for themselves so they can fund the team development and stuff like that. So they're only giving about 40% to the public, but they're giving some to the private sale and treasury. So I'll give this like it's not that good. I'm going to give it like a 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 when it comes to the actual tokenomics. Let's look at the team. Now, this is where they really thrive, okay? So if we look at the team itself, we have a couple, the CEO, CMO, CTO. These are guys that are the most important right here, but I did go into a little bit more. So the CEO, he's been an advisor for ICOs. That's really good. That means he has connections. He was the CEO of BlockSmart Europe, so for 4 years. It's pretty good. He's the CEO, obviously, of ADAX and a board of advisors for multiple companies. This guy has a ridiculous amount of experience. One of the biggest problems in cryptocurrency is not knowing people that can help you out, and he clearly has a lot of connections. So pretty good CEO there. If we continue to look at the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, this guy right here, he was the founder of a company for 10 months. Creative account manager. He looks like he has a lot of experience. I looked a little bit into his life. It's not the best, but that's usually how it is when it comes to specifically these types of, for some reason in cryptocurrency, you're not getting the best out of best when it comes to marketing, but we'll see how he performs. It looks like he performed pretty well. ADAX is actually really popular. A lot of people already know about it. So just from his actual effort, he looks pretty good. If we come over here to the CTO, this guy has a lot of experience, and you can clearly tell. Back-end developer. He looks like he was a front-end developer too, because I looked into MediaPark, which is the company he worked for before, and this is probably the most important to me. And they're basically a front-end developer company, and it looks like that's all he did all day. One-stop shop for modern web development, Android, iOS, mobile apps. So interesting stuff there. I like it. If we look at one of the advisors, he's literally the CEO of Bitcoin.com. That's big. That's big marketing stuff there, as well as the chief executive officer of Bitcoinist.com. So that man has 2 of the biggest websites in his pocket for this actual project. So that's big time advisor role right there. Definitely should pay attention to that. I also looked at the head of sales. This guy looks like he has okay experience, not the best. Remember, I told you the top 3 guys are the most important. And then I just looked at the other guys too. He was an actual founder too. So he was a founder of 2 companies, which I don't like too much, but at least he has, entrepreneurship experience, and I'm pretty sure they can spearhead this into success. So the team is pretty good. I'm going to give them like a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. Definitely not the best, but one of the best out of all the projects. And you can clearly see by their marketing that they've been able to generate a lot of buzz. Like you can see it right here. They have 27.4K followers. They're followed by obviously Ergodex and some of the biggest platforms. They're releasing these demos. It's really good. They're getting a lot of engagement too. Look at the engagement right there. They have a lot of engagement. And in general, they've been able to amass a lot of people. Look at that community, 17,000 people. That's probably, I think, the second biggest community when it comes to these decentralized exchanges. And that's pretty big, man, especially with their Discord too. They have 11,000 members. So in general, they're doing really good. If we really quickly just look at the liquidity, I'm just going to pop it open and we conclude this video right here. You could see that basically they're kind of in the sweet spot for me. They only have 82 million market cap, as well as the circulating supply is only 52 million. The total supply is only 100 million. That's pretty standard stuff here. 24-hour trading volume, 23 million. That's pretty good. And if we come over here, they have a lot of liquidity so that it shouldn't be a problem for whales or anything like that. And it's not too big to a point where they're on every single exchange. So as they start dropping on new exchanges, we're going to see it flourish for sure. So they look pretty good. They look like the good risk to reward ratio that I like, to where they're not like super popular just yet. But at the same time, they're definitely, they're well established and clearly not a scam. So in general, this project, it's good enough for me to buy. That's why I said I purchased it myself. ADAX, I'm going to hold it for a long term. I'm not going to sell it when Cardano, we're going to be talking about selling Cardano itself, but I'm not going to sell it, when it drops, when Cardano actually comes out with smart contracts. And the reason for that is because the market cap's too small. It's unpredictable. So you can't really buy and sell these type of things most of the time. Some of my coaches are good enough to do that, but I am perfectly okay with saying I can't do that. So this is one of the things I'm going to hold for like 3 to 6 months, see how it plays out. Just be careful with your portfolio because the amount I invested into this was very, very small in comparison to my whole entire cryptocurrency portfolio. So this is like one of those high risk, high reward asymmetrical bets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, highly recommend you guys jump into some of my other videos where we talk about my strategies and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know I talked a lot about my past and stuff like that, and I know you kind of want to just get into the research, but I had to tell you guys where I'm coming from so you guys could respect me on that level. I'm not here, I'm not the best person in the world. I'm not the smartest person at all, for sure. I do work very hard, and I do try to bring you guys transparency and honesty in everything I do. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this, guys. Catch you in the next one. Alex here. Quick update, quick announcement. Guys, I have a new community number. So I got a second phone. You could directly text me. I'm answering all questions. My new phone number is 954-758-5473. Again, that's 954-758-5473. I'm answering all comments. Go ahead and text me now. Let's have a conversation.